In August 2025, Texas found itself at the center of a national debate about the future of American democracy. The Texas House of Representatives, after hours of intense debate and a 2-week standoff, passed a new congressional redistricting map with an 88-52 vote. This map, championed by the Republican majority, aims to significantly bolster the party's hold on Texas's congressional delegation by redrawing district boundaries in ways that favor GOP candidates. The process has not only highlighted deep partisan divides within the state, but also reignited nationwide concerns about gerrymandering and fair political representation. The backdrop to this legislative showdown was tense and dramatic. Democratic lawmakers, determined to block the map, had left the state in an attempt to prevent quorum, effectively pausing the legislative process. Their absence delayed the vote, but ultimately did not stop the Republican agenda. When the Democrats returned, the House swiftly moved forward, and the controversial map was approved. The Republican leadership hailed the outcome as a necessary measure to reflect Texas's shifting population and ensure effective representation. However, critics argue the new districts are engineered to dilute the voting power of racial minorities and entrench partisan advantage. Civil rights groups and Democratic legislators have voiced strong opposition, claiming the new map undermines the Voting Rights Act and threatens to silence communities of color. Their concerns are not isolated. A recent Reuters Ipsos poll revealed that 57% of Americans believe democracy is in danger, and 55% oppose redistricting efforts driven by partisan motives. These worries are compounded by the fact that the new Texas map is projected to add 5 seats to the Republican majority in the U.S. House of Representatives, intensifying the battle for congressional control ahead of the 2026 midterm elections. The ramifications of Texas's actions have resonated far beyond its borders. In California, Democratic leaders are now considering their own redistricting proposals, aiming to create several competitive seats for their party. Former President Barack Obama has weighed in on the debate, endorsing California Governor Gavin Newsom's proposed map as a responsible response to what he described as GOP-led efforts to cement political power through redistricting. Obama's comments underscore the growing sense that the redistricting wars are not just about state politics, they are about the future of American democracy itself. As the Texas map moves to the state Senate, where another party line vote is expected, Governor Greg Abbott stands ready to sign it into law. If enacted, the map will further solidify Republican control over Texas's congressional delegation, with potential ripple effects across the nation. The move has prompted renewed calls for reform, with many advocates urging Congress to establish independent redistricting commissions to curb partisan influence and protect the principle of one person, one vote. The debate in Texas is part of a broader trend, as both major parties leverage every tool at their disposal to shape the political landscape in their favor. Supporters of the new map argue that it simply reflects the state's demographic and political realities, while opponents warn that unchecked gerrymandering risks eroding public trust and weakening the foundation of representative government. Americans are watching closely as the battle over district lines intensifies. For many, the stakes go far beyond the makeup of the next Congress. At issue is whether the promise of fair and equal representation can withstand the pressures of partisan politics. As states like Texas and California forge ahead with their own redistricting strategies, the nation faces a critical test. Can democracy adapt and endure when the very rules of political competition are up for grabs? The answer may well shape the future of American governance for years to come.